TMCLOSKY presents Arcade Talk live stream. Welcome everybody to another stream. I think this is my 6th or 7th stream. Welcome to the stream, everybody. I appreciate it. Today we got some cool things to look at. We're going to show some new machines that are coming out later this year. I think some of them are already out. We got a couple of those, and plus we're going to have Phil on. He has the MK2 Deluxe from Arcade 1-Up. He's going to show us that. We're going to ask some questions about it. So hopefully you stay tuned for that. Bring on Papa Brad.
Hey, what's happening? What's happening, T? Let's do some arcade talk.
Arcade talk tonight.
Boy, man, I am MK'd out. Look at all this MK. I got MK on a Dreamcast. I got MK everywhere. On a little miniature Pandora's box, tiny arcade. I got 2 MKs in a box. And I got MK on my At Games Legends Ultimate. So much MK.
You got MK everywhere over there.
You got MK everywhere. This is the MK show.
MK show. Awesome. Hey, what's up, everybody in chat? Welcome, Biggie D. Welcome, Brooklyn. The bad guy, Mike. Firestarter.
Shout out to Firestarter for coming on the iArcadians last night. He was an awesome guest. Thank you so much. It was great meeting you.
It is.
Yeah. Welcome. Biggie D's Arcade.
Made in Canada. Julie M.
The bad guy, Mike Worley. Welcome to the show.
Julie M. is my wife. I don't think she's in there anymore, but she might be. Hey, what's up, Goofy Foot? Kevin Greet. Great. Carl O. What's up? What's up? Got anybody else in there? I think we covered up. Sam. What's up, Sam? Welcome, everybody, to the stream. Hope everybody is doing well. I'm here in Cubert. Yeah, let's Papa Brad over there.
Yeah, that's me.
Somewhere. On top of his head.
Oh yeah. On top of these 2 Mortal Kombats. These double Mortal Kombats.
Yeah, you can see it. It's actually on top of your head when you're sitting straight. You can see my Cubert a little bit, man. It's up on my Dragon's Lair. There it is. I don't have mine on. I'm in and out T. Hey, Julian. Julian, like I said, is my wife. Let's see. Hopefully everybody's having a great Thursday. Almost a weekend.
I know. It's almost here.
All right, we got Phil in the backstage. Hey, what's up? Michelle's husband. What's up, Angry? People be confused, but first started was yeah. That's right. Biggie D says first starter was good seeing you on the Arcadians last night.
Yeah, man, it was a crazy show. We had John D and Jong on the stream at the same time in the chat at the end. It was pretty crazy. It was a great show. I had a good time. But this show is going to be even more fun because we got an awesome guest tonight. Want to talk about our guests and bring them on?
Yeah, bring in Phil.
We got a fantastic guest.
I should have did a little intro for him, but I didn't. Darn it. From PD7, we got Phil in here. Let's bring on Phil. He's going to talk about MK Deluxe. Welcome, Phil.
Hey, what's happening, Phil?
Good.
There you go.
We've got Phil.
Yeah.
The audience is cheering for you, man. How you been, man?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. We are good. Here to talk some
Combat week. Brad's got it out.
What's that?
Let me turn the keyboard off.
Combat week. Brad has everything. It's countercade.
I know, man. Mortal Kombat's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Why it's so hard. I don't know when the official release date is on this thing.
I don't either.
Some people are getting them out in the East Coast and the Midwest. I'm hearing like April 18th now. That might be like the official release date. Somebody caught wind at Best Buy.
So why Best Buy get them early, I wonder?
I don't know. Remember when Blitz was at Walmart before anybody else?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You know, I mean, who
forgot about that?
Like a test, they throw it out there to see how it does.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we had any around here. I meant to go to the check and I never did. So it doesn't look like. Do you see anybody have the Galka Miss Pac-Man one? I've only seen the Pac-Man and MK.
Yeah, right. The class 81.
Class of 1981.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of those. So it must be just Pac-Man.
That was like supposedly stolen. That was in like P-Dub's video. Like that's the only one I've seen on YouTube.
That's right. I did see him do that on there. Yeah.
That's where I have this when he got that leak on the Fast and Furious. Like when you look on that manual here.
Yeah, make it full screen. Let's see where we can see that real good.
I mean, that's pretty exciting. Giving us, I mean, here's the potential 4 deluxe cabinets that we're going to see. And that Fast and Furious, I mean, it looks pretty cool. You know, that's something on my radar, and I think a lot of people will be excited about this one. Yeah, and everything on here. The interesting thing about this one is nothing's in English on this manual. You got like the France. I was pointing this out last night on Arcades Anonymous that the English, it's not on the back side of this manual, just on this thicker one. And for everybody that's like, you know, how does it play online? On the instruction manual, I mean, it's clearly showing that it's recommending that you're hardwiring this. And, you know, I'm a casual player. Wi-Fi is good enough for me. But I can see their point that, I mean, if you're like a hardcore online fighter, I mean, you're going to want to hardwire any of your fighting cabs. But yeah, it's a great cabinet. And it's just, if you missed out on the MK30s like I did, I went with the Legacy. And I missed out on that online play. And this has that online play. And
which is nice. Gauntlet, even, you said. So all the games except what? Tapper and Paperboy don't have?
Yeah, let's go back to the main menu here. We'll start from the top. Let me see if I can get this better here. I'm just going to turn this light off just so you can see the screen a little bit better. So all our available games here is going to show up here on the bottom. Mortal Kombat, Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. Paperboy's just online leaders. Rampage, online. And I want to say that's 3-player. Root Beer Tapper is just online leaderboards. Tubin. Wizard of War. Bubbles is just leaderboards. And Defenders just leaderboards. But Gauntlet, Joust, and even Clax. I've never played Clax before, but even Clax is online. So yeah, what is that? Nine games online. I mean, that's pretty cool. And that's just the thing that I feel like I missed out on with the Legacy. I mean, it's basically the same games. I mean, you're getting Clax and Mortal Kombat 3 here, but
yeah.
Is Wizard of War online?
Yeah.
Joust? Does it have Joust?
Yep.
Joust is online. Is Gauntlet online?
Yeah.
Yep.
See, like for me, like those would be the games I'd be buying it for. I wouldn't even be buying it for Mortal Kombat. Now it does have four Mortal Kombat games, right? You said 4?
Yes.
So 4 different Mortal Kombat games. But like I would be more interested in playing like something like Joust, you know, or Wizard of War, or Gauntlet. Or is Rampage on it? That's online.
Rampage. Yep.
Have you played any of those games yet online?
No.
The classic arcades?
I'm not seeing a lot of people on here. And I've been really busy this week. I haven't had a lot of chance to play any games.
Yeah.
But I'm waiting for some people in the community to pick these up.
I'm kind of like the bad guy, Mike Worley. Like for me, the games that would push me to that cabinet, believe it or not, it wouldn't even be Mortal Kombat. Like playing Joust and Wizard of War and Gauntlet, to me, that's kind of like my jam. Like I love those 80s games.
Yeah.
So that would,
agree with you.
And I'm looking at this cab and I'm seeing a lot of improvement. I mean, there's been a little bit of a negative buzz from a few YouTubers, but I mean, the BOE monitor looks beautiful. It's a huge upgrade from the last Mortal Kombat they made, because the monitor was all washed out. I mean, look how good the monitor looks.
And if they would have made the right monitor, I don't think they make this Deluxe. I bet you this is probably a Capcom.
Mm-hmm.
They probably would have went with another Street Fighter 2 for their first Deluxe cabinet.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely buy this cab to play the classic arcade games on there for sure with the community, different people I know in the community, and I think there's some good titles on there.
Yeah.
What titles would you want to play online the most, Phil? I'm just curious.
Well, Rampage is my number one. I think that'd be awesome to play with other people.
Yeah,
it's a fun multiplayer game for sure.
Gauntlet and Rampage. I mean, even Joust would be fun. I mean, I'm not a spoiler alert here, but I know the bad guy Mike Worley is waiting to pick this cab up. Like when he gets that, like we're gonna play. We have our Sunday night games that we do.
You need to do it. You need to do an online. You need to do a video, an online demo of like playing some of these classic '80s games. Because honestly, for me, what would push me to get this cab would be the classic games. And I know it's sacrilege, but like I actually liked that they were doing a Joust cab, but it had that terrible monitor, so I skipped it.
That's a bummer.
I skipped it. Like that to me as a classic gamer. Like I want 80s looking arcades. Like that's my jam. That's what I really love. And I love the way that it looked. It looked pretty good.
It does.
But I mean, just to have that. I mean, I'm like a comfortable modder. I mean, you look at all the machines I've modded, but I don't want to be ripping out monitors and experimenting.
I don't either.
I mean, I draw the line. That's it. I mean,
that one that you got to fold over, like that's enough to scare me going, I don't really want to mess with this.
Yeah, it's not for me, I mean, I can buy something, like the At Games Legends Ultimate, and then the screen is perfect. It has perfect black levels. But what would draw me to this is the online, to play classic games online. And also just, to me, Arcade 1-Up has always been about nostalgia. You buy these cabs to have like the feel and the look of the classic arcade.
Right. I mean, you want to build your game room. You want to build that arcade, and you want to have as much lookalikes as you can.
Yeah, I mean, the screen. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of positives to this cab, and I think more people will be playing online once more people get this cab. I think you'll see more players.
Yeah, I don't think there's that many out there yet. So
I mean, who's the MK30th? I mean, I think there's so many of those available.
Crisp.
That I mean, a lot of people didn't buy that. I mean, they saw the monitor and they said no.
See, there's my Wizard of War. Like I would totally play Wizard of War. And I am a great Wizard of War player. Like I am like, if you want to play the Wizard of War at a high level, man, I'm your man. I can get you far. I've played this game so much in the arcade.
I don't think I ever played it.
It's fantastic. Yeah. It's a fun shooter. It's a midway shooter. You know what the coolest thing about Wizard of War is? It has this speech. It has like the robot speech, like Berserk.
I'll turn it off.
Remember when you were saying Berserk is one of your favorite games?
Yeah.
It has the robot speach, just like Gore from Berserk.
I think it's a ripoff of Berserk.
Yeah, actually, it's its own thing. But I mean, it was one of the early multiplayer games too.
Yeah.
There weren't many games in the arcade that you played 2 players and you were cooperative. Like there was Joust and Wizard of War, and then Gauntlet, of course.
Biggie D said, confirmed with another guy who bought one. It does not shake on hard floors.
Okay, so it's just the carpet. Just the carpet.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, Biggie D said,
and I have concrete floors in my iArcade. Once I do those little levelers at the bottom, those little rubber feet that are on it, I mean, like it does not move at all. But it has those little level things on the iArcade that you can turn.
Yeah.
So you can actually level it.
I wish Arcade 1-Up would put those on there. That'd be a nice little touch.
Yeah, I like them. But the one piece has got to help. It's got to be a little more stable than having it on a riser, having it be one piece, I would think.
Yeah. Well, Biggie D said it's confirmed. It is. It doesn't shake.
Well, that's because he was asking that last night.
Yeah. I guess he knows somebody. He knows somebody that has one. He asked them, and they said no. So confirmed. And bad guy Mike, I called Greensburg and went to Monroeville in person. Neither one had MK2.
Yeah, I think it sounded like 3 weeks from now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't believe they haven't really announced anything yet. Arcade 1-Up. I mean, is that close? Normally they tell you.
Let me turn the light on here. The thing is they have that sale. If you have that 1-Up app, they gave us the deal at any Mortal Kombat 2 stuff. They have that huge like liquidation going. So that tells you that something's coming. They're gonna try to sell. The problem with buying from Arcade 1-Up is you got to pay that shipping. It's not. It doesn't really make a big worth your while versus like going through Best Buy or Target or somebody.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I never had to pay shipping through Arcade 1-Up. I always get free shipping.
Well, if you spend $5.99 or more, I think, isn't it?
Well, yeah, all the ones you see behind me are more than $5.99.
Kind of incentive, but like if we picked up something for $2.99, Killer Instinct, you want to get it for $2.99, they're going to charge us that shipping for it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy Mike's been busy, man. He even called Best Buy in McKnight.
I know. He's trying. He's trying to find it.
Yeah, I almost went to that one, Mike, to see if they had it. I was kind of curious, but I didn't want to drive all the way. I hate McKnight Road. It's so busy. Pain in the ass road. What's up, Hobby Hands? How you doing? See, Hobby Hands is on here.
Yeah,
same Wizard of War.
Toxin's got a review on this cabinet too. That's who put it out last night.
Toxin?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Big D said that. Sounds like you got very much PD7.
Mm-hmm.
They are sitting on thousands of these things. Kev said.
Yeah, they're going to be everywhere. It's just a matter of time. I mean,
Morgantown. Oh, dang. Morgantown. That's even further away. Carl. Hey, what's up, Hot Bands? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I really, my plan was to get, because I have Pac-Man back there. I thought about selling my Pac-Man, getting a Deluxe, because I'm going to, and then put my Deluxe on my Pac-Man riser. If I put one of those Deluxe on my riser for my Pac-Man, it brings it up to 74 inches, which is a little bit taller than my Tron back there. So my Tron's at 72 inches behind me. I thought about doing that. And then if I ever get this MK2, man, on sale, I think I'll pick it up because I love Gauntlet and Joust.
Yeah, I would totally pick it up. Like if it goes on sale for like $300-400, I'll get
Rampage.
It. Yeah. And like, I'm kind of like a bottom feeder. I wait for the deals, like I'm just cheap that way, and a lot of times I'll wait it out. But
There's nothing wrong with that. I
think there are going to be plenty of these.
Guys, yeah. I saw it at Best Buy and I wasn't going to buy it. And I just standing there at it. I convinced myself that
I know. I
watched your videos, cool. Man. I can tell you wanted it. You're like chomping at the bit. And then you're staying there the next day waiting for it out by the door. Nobody was around.
I like all the upgrades. I mean, this is more like what I want, It's more like what I want, And once I see you playing some 80s classic games online, I'm going to want it even more if it works well. It's a good experience and it plays well and you can play online these 80s games. I'm probably going to even want it more, to be honest with you. But, I see the improvement in the marquee. I see the improvement in the screen. I like the one-piece design. I mean, the joysticks in the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 were a lot better than the earlier arcade 1-Ups. And I'm sure they probably have the better joysticks, huh?
You have Killer Instinct also. I mean, the joysticks on KI are pretty good. These are better. These are Marvel vs. Capcom 2s are better, and so are these.
Yeah.
They're good.
I wonder what kind of joysticks they have in there. Because you said they're better than the other cabinets.
They're just so tight. It's so much tighter.
So I wonder if they went with a different brand or.
Like for me, honestly, the only thing I'd probably replace would be the buttons because, I know how to do it. And it's not hard to do. And I know that they're a lot. I mean, they're so much better,
I know.
I just can't stand the mushy buttons they put on them. But I mean, but yeah, this cab to me is impressive,
Yeah, and I think it's cool that it's a slide-in marquee, kind of like almost like some of the older cabinets in the arcades are slide-in marquees.
Yeah, that's how it is on the gold too. The iArcade Gold, it slides in.
The downfall is that if you wanted to change
it's not easy to change. Got to take the whole
side off. Well, you don't have to take off the top part though, right? Or there
might be a trick where you could just pop this up. somebody
loosen
did
the
that.
screws.
Yeah,
oh, the top piece.
Something that just
I can see
feel comfortable just taking the whole side off. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because you know somebody's gonna make aftermarket slide-in marquees.
Yeah, I always follow Biggie D, man. Biggie D gets me all the deals. He's out there scouting for me. He's my arcade one-up shopper. I wait for him to do a video when he finds the deals. He finds me some good deals. I think several of the cabs I got, like he did a quick either community post or stream, and I was like, yeah. And I appreciate that. You know, that helps the community. When you find a good deal, you know, and you share it, it helps everyone, you know. It gets more people playing the games, you know.
Hey, Jester Tester, welcome to the stream, man.
So we got a lot of the Arcade Anonymous guys here. You did a great show last night too. I really enjoyed it.
It was a fun time.
It was awesome. It was fun.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
That was fun.
Andy's game room.
I enjoyed the trivia. Wow, that Capcom question was hard.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone was getting that Little League or whatever it was. I didn't even know that. I consider myself to be pretty knowledgeable about arcades. I didn't know that. There ain't no way. That was a hard one.
Well, Blitz was under $200.
Well, who got that?
Somebody said that. Oh,
Carl
said that. Yeah, I resisted those crazy $299 deals on T2 and Ridge Racer and Blitz for under $200.
Did you see Multicade Matt's video on that buy stuff mod?
Nah, I don't think so.
Cabinet?
Did you?
I watched it. Yeah, I saw it.
That's what a great mod for that cabinet. I mean, you can just play anything on there. I'm not really in love with the games that came on that thing. I'm looking forward to that mod myself.
Yeah, it's funny. You know, the Ridge Racer, I got grandkids, and I was like, they're gonna love this racing game. They're gonna love this racing game. Then they found out I had Daytona on this Big Hong Star Wars I have behind me. And once they found out I had Daytona on there, they're like, they just come in the arcade and they start going, Daytona, So like my Star Wars cab for them is the Daytona cab. It's hilarious. You know, cool. You know, I like Ridge Racer. It's a little tough. I mean, to me, it's hard to get past like the first or second race. The game is hard. I mean,
it is hard.
Have you gotten past the second race?
I can't
get past the second race at all. I mean, I'm like, it's tough, you know, but
it's impossible.
I guess what I'm looking for with that buy stuff mod, I think you're getting the mod too. I want to see more footage of the gameplay. Like, what does a Dreamcast Daytona look like playing on it for a while? What does, you know, and I think you hit it on your video on one of your walk and talks I was watching, you know, the racing games, the arcade, you know, it really limits your time. And like, I think of racing, I think of driving. I like those games on consoles where you get to play for a while, you know?
Yeah.
I think that'd be really cool. It has a lot of console games on there, doesn't it?
It does, but B. Con went into that on one of his videos, and he was pretty impressed with how it played.
Yeah, is Outrun the Neon Sun getting the mod too? Okay, awesome. Yeah, shout out to Outrun the Neon Sun.
What's up, Outrun the Neon Sun?
Love his channel. Love what he's doing with the Discord group and the Arcades Anonymous show. It's great. More positive spin on the home arcade community. I think it's great.
What mod you doing, Neon Sun? What mod?
He's doing the buy stuff store mod, I think, to Ridge Racer,
right?
He's
doing it too?
His Outrun cabinet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's doing that one too.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. That's a popular mod right now.
I don't think the mechanical end of it's going to be too hard, but I think like I just want to see the games. You know, what are the games like? How do the games play? You know, but you know, I don't play my Ridge Racer nearly as much as I thought I would. You know, but here's my thing: like I drive 2 hours in a car every day. So the last thing when I get home, the last thing I want to see is another steering wheel to grab on. You know what I mean? I am done. I'm like, I don't want to drive anymore. I am done. The last thing I want to do is drive, but the kids do like it. They do like the wheel. I do wish I had more games in that cab, you know, and you know,
should get crazy taxis. Then you can run into people and stuff.
Yeah,
get your rage sticking out, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just did a stream of Crazy Taxi on the Dreamcast.
Yeah, I watched that.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a fantastic game.
Yeah, it is.
And it's 100% demonetized. If you're a YouTuber, I mean, I'm not going to take the great music out of the game to play it if I'm playing on YouTube. I'll take the demonetization and be legit. Like that's Papa Brad. So like if you look at my stream, it has the Offspring and all the music that's in the real game. But you know.
Hey Goofy Foot. Welcome to stream. Yeah, Crazy Taxi, man. That is a fun game.
The Dreamcast version's great. It's almost an exact arcade port because the Dreamcast is Naomi hardware. You know, it uses the same. All the Naomi games run fantastic on Dreamcast. So,
yeah, I don't remember if it was Mike I was talking to, but you know, Dreamcast and N64. I mean, the graphics are just like what we're getting on an arcade machine. I mean, it's gonna look good on there.
What about McDonald's?
What about McDonald's?
Donald's. I want some Donald's.
Donald's, yeah.
Donald's.
Yeah, in Crazy Taxi, there's Tower Records. Remember Tower Records? How 90s is that? Like you're playing the game, there's Tower Records. It's fun. It's fun.
Hobby Hand said I found 2 Dreamcast controllers at the thrift store for $6. Sadly, no console. Keep my eyes open though.
Yeah, but then you need to get those little memory cards that would go in those controllers on the back side.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Those are hard to get.
The VMU.
Oh, I should have put that back up there.
I can get the focusing. I don't have a camera in the right mode to find focus. It's not. I don't think it's gonna get it. No, it's not going to get in focus, but yeah, it's a VMU. It's a VMU. They had a screen. That was one of the cool things with the Dreamcast. It was very innovative, and no one's ever done it again. But I thought it was a very cool little gimmick they have. You can play some really bad mini games on some of the games that like you can save like a little mini game on your memory card.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to ask you, Phil. How thick is that marquee? Is it fairly thick?
Oh,
I couldn't really tell in the video when you were putting it together.
Oh, it's pretty thin.
Is it?
Let me try to compare it. It's about as thin as this. But
I was hoping it would be a little bit thicker.
Yeah, it's cool that it's not washed out. I mean, that's my main thing with the Arcade 1-Up marquees. Just so many of them are washed out, where they're really washed out a lot. Like it looks pretty good. If it looks pretty good on camera, I'm sure it looks pretty good in person.
Any black on an Arcade 1-Up marquee, you're going to see a little bit of flaw. But this, I had to say some kind of negative things on this review. I mean, the marquee's fine.
Yeah.
It's that on most of them, the further you get back, the camera it turns it into a light. And it's just nice to see this on camera.
Yeah.
Even the Sabos marquee, I mean, it's not going to be much thicker than this. I've changed out marquees that are Sabos, and they're pretty close.
It's just the printing.
Yeah, it's the printing.
I mean, you have Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and it's the same marquee. It's the same thickness.
See, it's a little bit thinner than
you got the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 Sabo marquee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. But I'm saying that the marquee.
I saw the Star Wars one you had looked fantastic. Like.
Well, that's the clip-on though.
That's the clip-on style, huh? Yeah. Okay.
I got the Terminator 2 and the NFL Blitz like this one.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean the Dragon's Lair, that one's actually pretty thick. For Arcade 1-Up, I was actually kind of shocked. But once again,
how do you like the way that looks? Like,
angled, yeah, it's cool.
Great. What do you think?
I think it looks great.
I'd like it, but the only thing is, see, the first version they showed us, it was taller
and bigger.
I just wish it was a little bit taller. You know, like the original version looked awesome because it was big. Because if you remember Dragon's Lair, their marquee was oversized compared to other ones, and they had it oversized in their first version, and then they trimmed it down some. And it's like, no, why'd you do that? But yeah, I still like it. I mean, it's probably one of their best marquees they made. It's a little bit washed up, but you can't really tell.
That would look really great next to the Gels cabinet.
Yeah.
You know? That'd be cool.
Yeah. And then the Tron marquee, they made that one out of paper. I just did a real quick video trying to get that freaking paper off there. It was completely, there was no plastic involved in that Tron marquee.
Did you use the hair dryer?
No, because it's paper. Hair dryer didn't work at all because it was just paper. There was no plastic.
You ended up using like a scraper to get it off, huh?
Yeah, glue scraper. Yep.
Glue scraper.
Yeah, I mean it's weird that they didn't make that one out of acrylic.
Welcome to the stream, Brooklyn. Brooklyn Menace is in the stream.
It's weird why they
Garrett
did that.
Spencer, welcome.
I didn't know that. I thought it was the same like your Star Wars. When you changed out your marquee on Star Wars, it would have just peeled right off.
Oh, it peeled off. I just heard to use hair dryer, put it on there for a little bit, and then just slowly started. And I still got that sitting over there, but Tron disintegrated.
I do too. I don't want to throw it out.
I know. I got mine sitting back there on my stool. Or no, I did have it on my stool. I'm trying to flatten it out because it's curved on the ends. Hey, what's up, Garrett Spencer?
If anyone else has any other questions for PD7 on the Mortal Kombat 2 cab, he's got one. The Deluxe cab. How was the assembly? Is it pretty much the same old? Not too different. I've done so many arcade one-ups now. It's like I could practically do them in my sleep. You know.
It's different with those ends. I mean, you have the Marvel versus Capcom 2 on the side of the controller.
Yeah.
To put those on there, it gets a little, when you're laying it on the side and you're doing that. I missed a couple of those dowel pins, and I had to open it back up and stick it on there because you're doing a recording too. Like you're videoing all your moves as you're putting this together, and you forget to do something. But
yeah,
I want to think it took me. Between 2.5 and 3 hours, just because I was doing the video also.
How is the height on it? Like that would be a big. I'm 6'2", like
51 inches.
Yeah, 51.
Like the control panel. Is it like a lot lower than iArcade? Like what height is the control panel compared to iArcade?
It is about because it's slanting down. So this
that one's slanting down too.
The top part is going to be level with the gold, but then it comes down. But it's so comfortable. I mean, you have
comfortable. Okay, awesome.
Compare it to your Marvel versus Capcom 2. It's identical.
So it's just like the Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Yeah, I'm comfortable playing that. Like the controls are good on it.
And the Goga Flame or the Shinku Hadouken, same type of, and the MK30th for that matter.
Yeah, the Big Blue seems a little lower.
It's very uncomfortable.
It's a low, like the control panel. I can play on it, but it's not like ideal. Like, you know what I mean? It's definitely playable, but it's not ideal. Like the way it's so low and angled.
Luckily, Knights of the Round is like 35 minutes to get to play through that game. That's all I can handle in the Big Blue. Like your wrists are just killing you. It's unbelievable. But I gotta sit down at the stool. Like you have to be on a stool to play the Big Blue.
Yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah.
That's a bigger cabinet too.
It is.
Yeah, I play almost all the arcade when I'm on a stool. It's just more comfortable for me. It might be my height because I'm so tall, but I mean, to me, it's just more comfortable for the most part. You know.
You gotta get them up on risers like mine, man. Look at Pac-Man's are normal size. Look all
riser. I need a riser, but
extender
riser for your riser.
See, if I want to do a riser, I can just go to my real arcade machine. And then I don't need to do any of that. But I mean, I like some of the fighters that they have online. They're pretty fun.
Know you had a real arcade. You had
Yeah, I actually have a real arcade with a multicade in it. So it's like I can play, but it's set up for vertical games. So anything that's vertical, I play in that a lot, like Pac-Man, Donkey Kong. But I also have the arcade one-up Pac-Man, which I like. But
yeah, I like that.
But it's not a horizontal screen; it's a vertical setup. So yeah,
dude, that recessed monitor in the Pac-Man or Class 81. I mean, that looks really cool.
Yeah,
that's pretty close to the original Pac-Mans too. Cause I pulled up a real one the other day, compare the two, and it's pretty damn close. And then the controller deck is slanted a little bit too, just like the original Pac-Man.
I don't think I didn't want to buy that one too. Like I thought about it, like that would have been crazy. You never want to buy two arcades in the same billing cycle.
Yeah.
True. But yeah, if that Deluxe Pac-Man goes on sale, I'm definitely going to get that. I'm just going to sell the one I have back there. But once again, I got to put on the riser.
Yeah.
Because I hate fanboy. They really messed up on the Deluxe. You think so? I don't think so. How'd they mess up?
Looks pretty good.
Spectator mode. We all want spectator mode.
And one thing is wrong with it. I mean, it has a better marquee. It's one piece now. It has a BOE monitor. It has better controls.
It would be nice. If they did have the spectator, it'd be easier to find. Like if you and I wanted to play.
Yeah.
It's similar like with X-Men, and I want to play X-Men with Mike. I always say, okay, I'm on here. You got to find me. Like there's no like box to click on someone's name. It's a little. It kind of stinks, but.
Yeah, you know, I'm not going to pick on iArcade. I mean, on Arcade One Up. Sorry, but I'm not going to pick on Arcade One. But one thing I think they've really missed out on is HDMI out. Like it would be so easy to like use these cabs in capture gameplay if they just had a tiny HDMI out. You know, it couldn't cost that much. I mean, toasters have HDMI out now. I mean, come on.
Hey, what's up, the Rexer Show? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I don't understand why they can't have the HDMI out. Well, the other thing too is kind of no big deal, but it's like Star Wars finally has a light up coin door, and then you go Modern Combat doesn't have the light up coin door. It's like, come on, you give it and take it away.
I know, but Star Wars was $5.99 and this was $4.99. So
$100 less.
I mean,
yeah, but I mean, something like this, little cable with little lights on it, you can't tell me it costs much for those.
Well, it doesn't cost. We could do it ourselves instead of paying Arcade One Up $50 to $100 for that. Because you put together the Star Wars, you saw that box behind that coin door. I mean, it's pretty.
But they don't have to do the box though. They can just do the cable like I got from Retro 530.
I know. Well, you just take the back off of here, and it'd be a pretty quick mod.
Oh yeah, I don't think it would be hard to mod that with a little light to light it up. I mean, how hard could that be?
Everything else on here is great. All you'd have to do is light up the coin doors if you wanted to. Change out the buttons for people who want to have the best of controllers. But yeah, I would just do the light up coin doors.
Yeah, I mean, and like I said, for me, like I don't even care about the Mortal Kombat games. I'm concerned. How does Joust play? How does Gauntlet play? How does Wizard of War play? Those would be the games I'd play on it. I mean. If I want to play Mortal Kombat, I'm probably going to play Fightcade because that's going to be perfect. The one thing people don't like is the competition is so there are people that can really play.
Right.
And you go on Fightcade, you're not swimming with the guppies, you're swimming with the sharks, and they're gonna school you. That's the downfall of playing on Fightcade. But
you see what Council Boy said.
Well,
Council Fanboy.
But
said,
it would help. It would help if both people had it hardwired, though, right? So if I had it hardwired and you had it hardwired, it would be a better experience.
Now, when you're playing, does it say like if you're hardwired, like what's your connection level, like I don't know what they call it, your ping or whatever? Does it say that, like so if they have a good connection?
I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is like Phil said. Even in an instruction book, it tells you to hardwire it in. So right there tells you you're going to have lag.
I have all my machines hardwired, so
that kind of tells you
it's
the Wi-Fi will have lag.
Yeah. Does Console Fanboy have this cab? Does he have a Mortal Kombat? Because you could play him right now on stream.
Yeah,
Biggie D's asking, did they both have one?
Why don't PD7 and Console Fanboy play right now?
Yeah, right there. There's a challenge right there.
It wouldn't even be a competition.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, like there's certain characters I think you can exploit and they're kind of cheap and you can just do the same move over and over. And, that's all fighting games. That's part of like just knowing how to play them well. Like people that are really good, they'll exploit all the tricks. That's part of the game, I guess. Rexer's a good Mortal Kombat player. That guy can play.
Console Fanboy said One Up really, really hates the MK franchise, and it shows. I think I watched one of his videos. He was saying that too.
Yeah. My only thing though is like it's like you're kind of like defeating them ever doing it. Like if you want them to fail miserably, like that's not good for Arcade One Up. And that's not good for them making more Mortal Kombats, I mean, what do you think, Phil?
Well, I think
you can have criticism, but I mean, you got to look at also they did make some improvements. It's not like it's the exact same thing.
Did. I think this was easy for them to get this cabinet out to us because they already had the PCB. It's the same games as in the 30th. They're just giving us a better monitor, and there's no riser. So their next Mortal Kombat cabinet, in my opinion, is going to be spectator mode, unless they do some kind of beta test on here. And I'm sure everyone wants Mortal Kombat 4. I mean, you know, I'm sure we're going to get Mortal Kombat 4 eventually, but Arcade 1-Up's in it to make money. They're going to make as many of these cabs as they can. So they sell us this one this year, and the next year they come up with another one, a better version. They know we'll get that too.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they're selling nostalgia to us.
Yeah. Yep. And I understand some people will do that, but how many times can you buy the same arcade machine? You know what I mean?
I had 3 Street Fighter 2 cabinets.
3 Street Fighter 2. Okay, there we go. The answer. If you're a mega fan like PD7, you buy 3 Street Fighter cabs.
They have different variables. I mean, that's
that's true. Yeah,
they look different too. I mean,
I mean,
it's like you're talking to the guy that has 3 arcades. So I mean, I could say the same thing about myself. Honestly, I cannot throw a single stone because I'm living in the glass house, you know. But you know, you get what you love, you know. If you love Street Fighter, I can see you having 3 Street Fighters.
It's the beat 'em ups on the Shinku Hadouken, and on Big Blue, it's Knights of the Round. Plus, just the way it looks. I mean, it just looks awesome in your game room. And then I have the Capcom Legacy because it had Final Fight, but now the new ones have Final Fight.
You know what the Big Blue had? You know what the Big Blue had? $150 with a stool shipped to me. That was a good deal. I got the $150 deal. I mean, I couldn't pass it up for that. But I mean, you know, and you know, it's still kind of fun to play. I mean, I'll be honest. I still have fun playing the games on it.
We should play Knights of the Round sometime.
Absolutely, yeah. Let me know when you want to play. I'll play anytime.
That'll be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Council Fanboy had a good thing there. He says they'll never fix them MK issues if we keep buying them. That's true. Protest. Don't buy anymore.
I still think they'll get us improvements. I mean, they have to. I mean, they're under so much scrutiny, you know. I mean, they say the wrong thing and we just jump all over them. I mean, they're afraid to say anything.
Yeah, like Goofy Foot says they don't hate it. It makes them lots of money. They just don't love MK.
Yeah. I mean,
they're like, we don't have to make improvements. People are buying them anyways. Right?
Well, it's hard for me to pass. I mean, and I have the MVSX, the IRK Gold, I got Nat Games Pinball. I mean, I love all these products. It's just you see anything that you like, it's hard not to pick it up.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, that's as collectors, that's how we're viewing everything.
You know, I wonder though, like is playing on like a tiny PCB, is that ever going to be able to match like playing on a PC with a fighting stick? I mean, is that even a realistic expectation? You know, like I don't think it. You think it could play as good as like a PC with like Fightcade? I don't think that's ever going to happen. The power difference is so extreme.
Yeah, I mean, there's got to be a way though. I mean, these games don't take up that much space and stuff, do they? They should have had. I don't think they take up that much power either. But
yeah,
I mean, there's got to be something.
Game. I mean, you can see it playing on this. This is a Pandora. This is a Pandora box arcade. Check this thing out. This plays all the Mortal Kombats.
Yeah, that's
cool. Great. It's nice. Samwa buttons. It's got the Samwa buttons. I got all the Mortal Kombats on here. And yeah, it's cool. Check out the back of it. Look how cool this thing is. How cool is that? You can see all the guts, huh? But yeah, I like all arcades. You know, this is my Pandora box arcade.
That's a Pandora box.
Yeah,
where'd you get that thing at? Where'd you get that at, Papa Bear?
I got it at Southern Fried Gaming Expo.
Oh, you actually got
selling it? Yeah, like I bought it from a person that had it. And they were just like, they had a bunch of arcades and they had this and they sold it to me. Like, so I like it. It plays all kind of cool games on. You can play Tekken on this little box here. You can play Tekken. You can play all the Tekken games.
Were all the games loaded on there?
Yeah, that has like thousands of games on it. But it was probably like an arcade collector that had it. It just wasn't playing it, you know. And that's one of the cool things about going to these arcade expos. You always see something like, I didn't plan on picking that up, you know. But I mean, like they had it, and everything is on free play. So like the way it works is you could play this machine the whole time you were there, and they had a for sale sign on it. And I just made an offer, and then when I left, I got to take it home with me, you know. And that's one of the cool things about these gaming expos like that. They have to keep the machine there till a certain time, you know, and then they can either sell it or take it home. But it's a good place to pick up.
Just said for sale on it, and
Yeah, I just had a card on it. It said for sale, you know, and I called the guy, and he's like, "Yeah, okay." Pick it up the last day. So I had to, you know, I went there for like 3 days. So for 2 days, other people were playing it, but you know, arcade stuff is usually pretty durable. And honestly, anything with an arcade, I mean, I could pretty much fix anything with the controls. As long as it's not a monitor or like something like real major, I can fix it, you know, at this point.
And that's the good thing about these is they're very manageable. I mean, a guy like me could come in here and fix something. I mean, it's not too complex.
It's not too complex. You're not dealing with like, you know, CRT monitors and stuff, which are more harder, you know, work on. But, you know.
I mean, I've had to swap out PC. I mean, look, the more arcades you buy, you're going to run into issues sometimes. And I've had to change out PCBs and stuff on my cabs. It happens. Sometimes you get something that doesn't work right. So,
yeah.
Thanks for subbing there, console fanboy. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you.
You know, I'll always love the original real arcades, though. I mean, but like, you know, I don't necessarily have to own a ton of them. You know, like I prefer someone else to do the maintenance on them, and I'll go pay to play them. You know, and I'll play the real thing, and I'll appreciate it. And I think we are in a golden age right now of home arcade. There's so many good companies and machines that we can choose from that we really have more selection and more choice than we've ever had. And I think that's one of the great things, you know,
it's especially
the big three. They're all doing different things, you know. I mean, you've got, you know, Arcade One Up, you've got Act Games and iArcade, and each one of them brings something different to the table. So, I mean, I think 2023, it's got to be the year of three. You need all three.
Yeah.
You need to have one of each. You should have Act Games. You should have an iArcade. You should have some Arcade One Ups. This is my opinion. 2023 is the year of three.
I don't think I could do three, man. I'm going to be moving soon, so I'll have to wait.
So how does that Dr. Seuss Pinball Pack 2, they're giving you 2 games out of the 4. Do you just buy those now, or are they going to send you the other 2 in June?
Yeah, I'm not sure on that. I haven't been following it too closely.
Just got
but
an email from them today.
Okay, I didn't read it yet.
Yeah, 2 of them were available because I was thinking about ordering it, but it said pre-order, and then it's coming out in June. I'm like, well, I might as well just wait. I mean, it's March.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what surprised me? The first Dr. Seuss pack, like the Cat in the Hat table, which I thought would have been the table I loved the most, is my least favorite table out of the tables that they had on that.
I like
I love the Grinch. The Grinch is my favorite. The Grinch is stellar. It's a fantastic V-pin table. But you know, that's the thing. You never know, you know, till you play it, you never know. Like I would have thought Dr. Seuss would have been the one I played the most, but it depends on it depends on the table layout, you know.
Space Invaders might be my favorite on that pinball.
On the Act Games pinball. That's fun. Yeah, it is fun. I like the way it does the little the little video game Space Invaders are marching.
Yeah, the music going on is great. That's a good one.
Yeah, I love that machine. It gets a lot of play. Honestly, I do love the Act Games pinball. It's fun.
They've nailed it. They've nailed the they have completely taken over the pinball.
You know, the ALP and the ALU are like, I like the big Act Games, like the full size one for the their home arcade stuff. I like that the most. Yeah. But I have like the control panels. I have everything. I mean, I have I have a 2-player and a 1-player control panel. But you know, I think each company offers something that's great, you know. You know, the Act Games is like easy mode for emulation, you know. You get coin ops on there, you got 5,000 games, you know.
Carl Lowe's a big fan of that.
You know, and you know, they're not all perfect, but you know, enough of them are good. When you have 5,000 to pick from, you can have a lot of good ones, you know. So I mean, I think each company can, offer different things, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. My next two cabs are going to be II Arcade and then At Games Pinball.
Yeah. You won't regret getting those. Those are bangers, man. Those are great machines.
I'd like to get the II Arcade Space Invaders cab. That one to me looks pretty cool.
Yeah. What's your favorite II Arcade game, Phil? I never got to ask you that. Like, I know you have an II Arcade. Like,
I bought Night Slashers was a huge sale for me on that one.
Night Slashers, that's a good game.
That's awesome. And then I just got Alien Storm because I missed out on Golden Axe.
Sega, yeah.
I'm trying to buy up the Sega games so to fill that void and not having the Sega Golden Axe cab. So Brooklyn told me to pick up Shadow Dancer.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good, if you like beat 'em ups, that's a fun one.
Yeah. But yeah, Batman Ninja Baseball, that's a great game.
Yeah, that is fun.
Time.
Yeah, it reminds me of the Turtles game a lot, It's fun.
Yeah, the II Arcade gets some play, that's for sure. It's a good cabinet.
Mm-hmm.
Phil, Council Fanboy asks, are there still no one online even today? Were you able to play any online?
Okay, let's just do this right now, live. Go on and see if anyone is in the room, just for fun. Just go see if anyone is playing Mortal Kombat right now. That we're live on the air, and let's just see if someone's in a room.
It's a house game. Oh my god!
How many people have this though? There might be less than 100 people.
Does it work with the old ones? Is it the same thing?
It will work with the MK30, or the Joust cabinet. So if you had either,
so I'm surprised there's no people online then.
No one's playing tonight.
Have you seen anybody online ever since you got it?
I mean, this is the 4th time I've turned it on.
Okay.
But look, and I'm gonna defend Arcade One Up on this one. Shinku Hadouken, if I went on there now to try to find someone to play any beat 'em up game, there's not going to be anybody on there.
Yeah, and the beat 'em ups, like the other games, you won't find anyone. But those kind of games, I find it's like you just call a friend. Like I have friends I message when I want to play like those games. I mean, I just reach out to the people I know. I don't want to play with a stranger because you know what I hate when you start playing a beat 'em up and you get into it, like, and you're like 10 minutes into it and they drop out of the game like right in the middle of it. I'm like,
rage quit.
Where's the trust?
I know, but when I first got Shinku Hadouken,
crazy
people always playing like you couldn't play a beat 'em up without somebody in. I mean, it gets old, I suppose. You move on. You get sick of playing the same games, but it makes a difference when you're playing with someone.
Yeah. The Rexer show said, Jesus, nobody online. It's like, why ain't anybody on? Especially since you can cross play with the other cabinets. Like, shocked that there ain't nobody on there.
Yeah, I would think there would be someone on there.
When these things hit and people are buying them up, you're going to see more people online. There has to be.
Yeah.
Give it another couple of weeks.
Council Fanboy said, don't defend One Up when it comes to MK. As you can tell, he does not like Arcade One Up with the MK products. What happened to Mortal Mondays? Rexer show asked. So there used to be Mortal Mondays. People would all get on, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm really interested in that Gauntlet online play, man. I think that'd be so cool. Love Gauntlet. I forgot about that game.
That's what I want to play. I want to play the classics. I want to play Joust, Gauntlet,
Rampage.
I'd be all about playing all those.
Council Fanboy says 100%. Because people are sick of playing a broken MK30.
I wish you would have kept it so hard.
Yeah, I could have done right now. We could have done online play.
Anybody in the chat have
anyone
online?
Has MK30th? Put in the chat.
You said Joust does online too? The Joust cabinet? Phil?
I'm sorry. Yeah, Joust has online. I'm
surprised nobody's
Fast and the Furious has arrived stateside. Is that for real, Biggie D, already?
He's lying. Come on.
He just put it in the chat. It's Biggie D. Shout out to Biggie D. Thank you for sharing your video with us. It was fun.
Oh my gosh. See, that's why you got to buy this one now.
Mhm.
So, you know, that next billing cycle, you can get the Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
That's why I bought Star Wars when it first came out. So I'd be ready for this.
Like he says, Biggie D says, it will be at Best Buy within the next 30 to 60 days. Fast and Furious, he's talking. Next 30 to 60 days, man.
How do you get this information, Biggie? Do you have a bug in John D's office?
Man, Biggie's got the hookup.
So that's like June-ish. I was thinking about June maybe, since it's statewide or stateside. I was thinking, maybe it'd be June.
Because they said like the summer they'd have an announcement. Like that was gonna be their next announcement on that one update show.
Yeah, because it seemed like they always come out with something in June.
Yeah, and then we'll see a sale in July. I mean, it will work out. You'll be able to pick up Tron for $2.99.
I want Pac-Man Deluxe for $2.99.
Well, probably closer to like Christmas. You know,
Christmas. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it seems like a lot of the cabinets after 6 months they go on sale. Not all of them, but a lot of them do after 6 months. I've noticed that.
Yeah, I always waited out.
I'd sit and want to wait with Dragon's Lair and Tron. You know, I could have.
I just don't think they're gonna make as many as they made last year. Like there'll be for this, like what's the number they're gonna make now? Because
you think they're rationing them?
Those cabinets.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to do these $199 sales, but I think MK30 has a good chance of going for $199.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
I mean people are. Why would you buy for a couple $100 more? You can get this one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not go with the latest and greatest?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rexer Show said, "I'll play MK on Fightcade. Any of you have it?" I do not have a Fightcade. He knows a hot lady at the docks. Good idea, Carl. That's how Biggie D's getting his info.
He's got the inside connections.
Yeah, that Fast and Furious cab looks awesome.
Yeah. So they didn't put a color picture in there. It's just black and white.
It's just that black and white. Try to get some light on here. Yeah, it looks good. I don't know how you can put a riser underneath there. It's hard to tell. But I mean, you figure it's going to be as high as that Ridge Racer. But that's awesome. It's a good driving cab. I mean, I think a lot of people are going to be buying that one. It's awesome. See if we can find anybody online here. Maybe somebody in the chat has an MK cabinet and they turned it on. I did see some people on KI when I turned on my cab behind me today. I mean, there's people obviously playing online. It's just a shame we can't find anybody right now. Nothing. And how does that work? Like Zohar, like you had this cabinet. Did you would your leaderboard still be on here? Like, could you still find that person's name? Or do you delete it? Is that the arcade or the arcade?
Yeah, that's a real Fast and Furious. Yep.
Yeah, that looks just like it.
That's what I was thinking. Oh, it has the Ridge Racer marquee too, somewhat.
Yeah, you might have to change that marquee out. I did order a new marquee for my Ridge Racer. It's just like the light just shines through it.
Can you throw that back up, Phil? It's
kind of hard with the light. I mean, it's close. I mean, they really got that bottom part done. And the marquee. And it's nice that the pedal looks like it's inside of that part where it's not sticking out like it does with Ridge Racer or Outrun.
There you go.
That'll be a cool driving cabinet to have.
Yeah, I like this. It looks exactly like the real one. At least, you know, the side panels in the marquee. Marquee needs to be a little bit taller on the marquee one, but it's pretty cool, man. It's pretty close.
I'm interested in what other games will be on there. You know, if we're talking the brand, that Raw Thrills brand, you know, they could have. We saw those at Dave and Buster's a couple of weeks ago. You know, you got a couple possibilities. I mean, how many? What's the standard on a racing cab? At least 5 games if we're going to compare it to Ridge Racer.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think they're going to give us 12 games, but maybe we can get 8 on there.
And the Ridge Racer games, the problem is the games are so similar, you know? Like, I would prefer like more variation, you know what I mean? And that's what I think the Buy Stuff store, I don't know if it offers that, but it looks like at least it's a lot of different kinds of racing games, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, true. You can't trust renders. True. That's one thing you didn't mention either. They got screw caps on this Mortal Kombat 2 Deluxe. That was kind of cool to see that.
Yeah.
First time screw caps.
You don't, you know, when they're right next to each other, like you don't really see it in your room, but it is cool to see that.
Yeah.
Something, you know, I mean, the MVSX came with that. They came with those caps to put on there.
Is that Clax? It has Clax on it. I play that on the Partycade on my door. My Defender Partycade has that. That's a fun game. That's a pretty fun arcade.
You can, it's online.
Clax is online too?
Yeah.
Man, they got some bangers.
Really?
Get it, Papa Brad. We could play Clax together.
I'm telling you. Wizard of War and Clax.
Don't forget.
Wait a minute. Does that cab have Bubbles? Because Bubbles is a good Midway game.
Bubbles is online leader.
Online leaderboards only? Yeah, Bubbles is fun. Have you played that one yet? Bubbles?
Well, I played it on my MK Legacy.
Okay.
So I got my MK Legacy the same day you got your Big Blue. We both ordered it from that Red Cross drive.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
so
Tubin's fun. Yeah. I love Midway. I love Midway arcade games though. Midway had some fantastic. I mean, if you look at classic arcade, Midway was the kings. You know, they knew how to make fun games.
Yeah, they make that Smash TV too. Like how cool.
Eugene Jarvis was a genius. You know, you just look at his games. You know, Defender, follow it up with Robotron.
Well, that's who's making the Raw Thrills games.
Yeah.
And he made that last cruising game that's on the Switch.
On the Switch, yeah.
And that game is very similar to the Fast and Furious. And
that's cool.
So the Fast and Furious is as close as we're going to get to cruising on an arcade one-up besides the Buy Stuff mod.
Yeah. I mean, I always like those deep cut Midway games, though, man. Like I'm waiting for Narc, you know. Some of those ones that are a little more out there, but
yeah, Narc was a classic.
I'll tell you what, Narc is hard to finish. When you get to the final boss, the head thing, it's like next to impossible. I've never beat him.
You have to save your rockets. I can beat them in Nintendo, but I can't beat the arcade.
I've never beat the arcade. I mean, I want to beat a real Narc machine.
I think you need all the rocket launchers. I think you got to save them. Because after you kill him in that wheelchair and he turns into that like skeleton guy.
I know, it's crazy. I love the ending of it, but it's hard as hell. I mean, it's hard as nails. I mean,
try beating Terminator. Do you have T2 for our?
I have it on my ALU. I can play with a mouse.
That game's impossible.
When you get to the pickup truck.
Oh, forget it.
You get to the pickup truck part. It's like they literally, like the people that created that game, like there's this Insert Coin documentary. It's about Midway, and they went in an arcade and watched people play it, and they were like, you know, just laughing because people could only play it for like 15 seconds, 30 seconds, and they got a quarter up again. And this is like,
there's a party that wants
brutal.
to beat this game just once.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think I ever played that game.
It'd be cool if they would have put Revolution X on there.
Yeah, they should have really. That was a missed opportunity.
The Uzi type gun that would have been perfect for that cabinet.
A missed opportunity.
What if Buy Stuff Arcade Mod came up with something for Terminator 2? Like after this whole driving cab, that would be unbelievable. Could you imagine like loading up 100 like shooting games on that cabinet?
Yeah. I would love to have a gun multicade, like a gun cab multicade, like the kind that B Kongs builds. But I mean, that's a lot of work. He does amazing multicades, but it's a lot of work, you know.
Bobby Vu put that monitor on the bottom, like where the riser is.
Yeah,
that other screen, that looks cool. Yeah, they did a good job.
So you don't think they'll get Cruising USA?
Arcade went up? No.
Yeah.
Not with the Nintendo.
No, Nintendo. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. See, Nintendo needs to come out with this stuff, man, because I want Donkey Kong.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
just don't think it's profitable enough. It's like it's not worth them. Why would they do that? They can just do a Zelda and make $1 gazillion, you know? It's just not profitable enough for them to worry about doing it, you know? But you never know. I mean, they do stuff.
Right now it might be. Well, we'll do a multicade and have all their have all their games on there.
They do stuff like this. I mean, I guess it's not that out of the realm of possibility, you know? I mean,
I don't know.
You never know with Nintendo. They're going to do what they want to do.
I mean, I know they're making money, and if they don't want to do arcade, sell the licenses for the arcades. Because I mean, somebody would do it. I mean, right now there's a market, like you said, it's a golden age, and people are buying these. And somebody came out with the Donkey Kong today, man, I'd be pre-ordering that tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, man, if Nintendo made like one cab and then they made it where you could purchase games for it, how many people would not just say, I might even pre-order that. Like if Nintendo came out with a cab, you could have Donkey Kong and
that would go so
Popeye, Popeye and all their classics,
Yeah, I mean
Donkey Kong Jr.,
Congo Bongo.
Yeah, I mean, I would totally buy that.
I would.
Yeah.
And if they would give you a choice of color, that'd be even better.
You get that light blue, that would look good.
Yeah, I would want,
I want the baby blue too. Yeah.
Actually, and I mean, this is sick, but I mean, I would probably like a Donkey Kong Real Machine is a cab I would buy. Like if I was going to buy a classic arcade and have a classic arcade and do all the maintenance and have it, that would be one I would like to have.
The thing is,
original Donkey Kong.
And
I've been looking.
It's not that big. An actual Donkey Kong.
It's not bad. It's a good first, like for an arcade cab. It's a good arcade cab to get. Like if you get into having an arcade machine, it's a good one to get.
Well, I think it's about the size of my Dragon's Lair behind me.
Yeah, you can move it around.
Yeah, it's one of the lighter ones.
Yeah,
I've been looking around.
Those midway machines are beasts. Those are the ones that are monsters, man. And the driving games, good lord, driving games can be like some of those can be 700 pounds.
I know.
700 pounds. I mean,
that'd be crazy. I think that one Neon Sun has isn't that Street Fighter one pretty heavy that he has?
How we move that thing around? That thing is huge.
That thing's huge. It's taller than him.
Yeah, my real arcade. I don't care how rough you play, it does not move. It's heavy. You need a dolly to move it. It's like does not move.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, this is like a total different thing. I mean,
what makes it so heavy?
The thickness of the wood and everything in it. I mean, it's industrial strength. Like the control panel is all metal. It's like steel, I guess. It's metal.
Really?
Yeah.
No, what do they run? What are they running now? Those? Is it a PC or what? What do they have in those iArcades?
They have an Android, I think, operating system. I think it's something that's their own thing,
Is it very big or?
No, it's not that big. It's bigger than an arcade one up, but it's not that big,
Like
I've taken the
Pi?
motherboard out. It's like the size of a computer video card. It's a little bit. It's a bigger circuit board, but it's not gigantic either.
A little bit bigger than a Raspberry Pi.
When I did it.
Yeah, it's definitely bigger than a Raspberry Pi on both of them because I've taken them both apart to look inside of them.
What were you saying, Phil?
When I put my gold together, I was afraid that I was going to put that monitor upside down like that. It's a bigger like piece motherboard. And Brad, is that on the top or the bottom? I can't remember now. I think it's the top.
On which one? On the gold? On the gold, it's on the back of the monitor.
Yeah.
On the iArcade Gold, that's where the PCB is.
Right.
And on the original Generation 1 iArcade, it's in the controls itself.
Right.
You lift the controls out, and I had to decase it all because I put a Glenn's Retro Show gate switcher in it, so I could have perfect 4-way, 8-way controls. You hit one button and it switches automatically for you. So I decased the control panel to do that, but it wasn't a big deal. I have a video on my channel on how to do it. It's not that hard to do. I actually I don't hate. Why would you think I hate Arcade 1-Up? I mean, I like Arcade 1-Up. I have a full room. I have a whole room in my house with Arcade 1-Ups in it. I like all arcade games. I'm a fan of all this stuff. I mean, I don't think I come off as hating Arcade 1-Up. Do you think so, Phil? I mean, I want them to improve, but I don't hate Arcade 1-Up.
Well, you did a tour of your arcade room at the end of your show last night. I mean, you have how many Arcade 1-Ups? 8 of them?
Yeah, like 8 or 9 of them. I mean, I have plenty of Arcade 1-Ups. I have my party cade too on the wall. I mean, I like arcade games. You know, I buy these for the games to play. That's what I enjoy, you know. But I love real arcades the most, but you know, that's just not practical to always do that. But I mean, if there was one close to me, I would, you know. But you know, I like pinball too. I love pinball. Pinball's fire. Like if I could do anything, I'd play a ton of pinball. I'd join a pinball league if there was one close to me. Because I love playing real pinball. You know. And being critical of a product, I mean, that just shows love. And that shows that you do love it enough. Like, you know, I improved the way all my Arcade 1-Ups play by modding them, you know.
There's going to be an issue with any one of these things. Nothing's going to be perfect.
Nothing's perfect, yeah.
That's what the director's show said. He's critical of products he loves, which is arcades.
Yeah.
It's the director's show. Console fanboy said, okay. Yeah, I mean, nothing can be perfect. I guess I just like one. I'm just looking for one. But you know, I think sometimes too is they don't want to make them perfect because they want to give love to the third party people, so they get products sold.
Yeah, and you know it's.
I don't think that's what they're thinking, but
I don't think so. I mean, I think if you cared enough, like iArcade, really, you don't have to do anything to it. Like, I mean, you can if you want to, but I mean, it's like everything on it is premium. Like, you don't really have to do anything to it. So, I mean, it just depends on how dedicated they are to quality. I mean, look at the New Wave Toys machines, how nice they are. I mean, the Replicade stuff. I mean, I think it's just about how invested they are in the quality.
Yeah.
So, you know.
It makes it, you know, the nice thing is it's making other people money because third-party people are able to give the improvements that Arcade 1-Up doesn't want to do. So, hey, kudos to people who are making money off of, you know, selling upgrades and stuff, which I think is cool.
Yeah, that is true. And you know, part of the fun of the arcade hobby is like you do get to tinker, you know, like when you put your waterfall deck onto your Dragon's Lair, you know, I mean, it's just there's a sense of satisfaction when you make something better, you know. To me, for the modding stuff.
Yeah, you know, when I got these, man, I mean, I could do stuff. I grew up on a farm. I can tinker and all that, but I'm 50. I don't want to do it anymore. But once I got these Arcade 1-Ups, I'm having fun modding them now. Whether for
fun. That's
Arcade 1-Up, I wouldn't have this fun doing a little tinkering because, you know, I was at the point I was like, man, I don't want to do that crap anymore. But, you know, now I'm having fun doing it because I know how to do it now. I'm enjoying modding these cabs now. And most of the stuff is so damn simple. It's easy, you know, like my Mr. Do, you know, I modded that. That's a Street Fighters 2 cabinet, my Mr. Do behind me. And painted it and, you know, put the Raspberry Pi, new joysticks. I enjoyed doing that. It was great. So it took my hobby a little higher, you know, doing these mods.
I got to ask you about your Star Wars marquee. When you ordered that, did you order it direct from Sabos or through eBay?
Direct through Zabels. I didn't know they had eBay.
Now, how long did that take? Just estimate. Like, was it over a month?
Well, yeah, the Star Wars, like the Tron and my Mr. Do took 7 months from them.
Like, you're not going to believe this. eBay, 2 weeks.
See, my Star Wars took 3 weeks.
It's a way to go, huh?
Get it
on eBay.
Go on eBay when you want to order a Stabos marquee. Go on eBay, order it on eBay. You're gonna get it in half the time.
Wonder why? You think it'd be the other way around?
You got stuff made for eBay.
Pre-made, probably. It's just ready to go. Like I think what stock.
Happened. I think what happened with my Tron and Mr. Do. Mr. Do, of course, is custom, but I ordered them. The only thing that made me mad is I didn't mind it took 7 months because I think they're in transition of doing their old marquees to these slip-ons.
Yeah.
And then I would email him like after a month. He's like, "Oh yeah, it'll be there next week." Then I eat him after 3 months. And he's, "Oh, I'll be there next week." And then it took 7 months. Well, I didn't care. It took 7 months. Just tell me.
Right.
Don't say hey, it's coming next week and then it doesn't show up. That's what kind of got pissed off at him because it's like, if it's going to take 7 months, I totally understand. But he gets kept on saying, "Oh yeah, it's coming, it's coming." It's like I got pissed off, man. It's like, no, it's not coming. It's like 7 months later it finally came. But I think that's why it took.
He does.
I think yeah. I mean, I think that's why it took so long because they were in between doing these slip-ons. Man. Because I didn't order a slip-on, I ordered their old ones. And
you stick it on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I love these a lot better, man. I mean. So I understand the transition. Just tell me, like, hey, we're making a new product, blah blah blah, and just say, hey, it's going to take 7 months because we're doing this, but they didn't do that.
It's genius though how it just snaps on there. I mean,
I love that. And the nice cool thing is, like Pac-Man.
Is that Mortal Kombat 4?
What?
I can't. On
this little Pandora's box, it says Mortal Kombat 4. Is that Mortal Kombat 4? It said Mortal Kombat 4. Because it says Mortal Kombat 4. I'm just curious.
But yeah, the cool thing with these slip-on marquees that you can order more than one marquee. Like Pac-Man, I can get a Dig Dug, slide down in that for a while.
I know. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, I love that.
Right off.
I think that's going to be my next marquee from them is going to be a Dig Dug. So I can slip it on into Pac-Man.
What does it say, Brad?
Mortal Kombat 4.
Yeah.
Arcade Team Endurance. It must be the Dreamcast version on here. That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
I mean, this has got Tekken. It's got Mortal Kombat 4. It's got all. I mean, like, what do you want? It's got everything.
Jamie C says, Papa Brad, have you did an episode on your Dreamcast series about MK4 yet?
No, I haven't played it yet. I need to get it. I don't think I have it. I need to get it.
Dre got says Pandora box 10th anniversary package with light gun games, guns, pedals. Kit drops in a couple days. I think DIY Retrocade already has a JAMA version. You could build a shooter multicade.
Got some Tekken. Tekken 3.
Who's your favorite character from Tekken?
I like martial law. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, everything to me, like, I'm obsessed with Bruce Lee. So if there's a character like Bruce Lee, I usually love playing as that character. I mean, it's still to me, I still watch Bruce Lee movies. I mean, I still love like Enter the Dragon and Game of Death and Return of the Dragon. I love those movies.
Yeah, classic.
I love Bruce Lee movies.
They don't make stuff like that anymore. They don't. Those 80s movies were just.
I know.
Roided out guys. I mean, they just don't make that anymore.
They don't make anything like that, Dreamcast MK Gold review. Okay, well, I always listen to whatever you guys want me to do. I'll try to track it down. Like Goofyfoot wanted me to do Quake 3 Arena on Dreamcast. So I got it. And I even found a mouse that worked with the Dreamcast so I could play with a mouse. It was fun. But I love the Dreamcast. It's probably my favorite console.
Did you ever have a Sega Saturn?
No, I never had a Saturn. I never had a Dreamcast when it was actually out. Like, I was doing other things, Yeah. But I mean, I love it. Like, after the fact, I love the Dreamcast. They did so many original titles in such a short period of time. And I just think it still holds up. The games are so much fun. I mean, to go back and play.
A mini Dreamcast. That's what they should come out with next.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would be pretty neat.
I heard Daytona is really hard to play with the Dreamcast controller.
It is hard to play with the controller. The analog, I mean, it's just, to me, I would like to play that on a cab. But you know what it plays great on? Funny enough, it plays great on a Star Wars yoke because it's an analog control. It's like perfect for it's not a steering control, but it plays perfect.
I watched that video. You sent it to B. You just put it in a box, Brad.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I just put it in a box. I just I was lucky, I guess. But Arcade's never going to go to subscription service. They're not big enough for that. They're a tiny company.
It will be if we all buy, though. If we all
yeah. All they need to do is have the same customer base as Xbox, and then that's totally possible. They make their money off of selling the games. I mean, I'm sure the hardware they're not making any money on. I mean, it's really good hardware.
What do you think? Just estimate here. Operation Wolf. How many light gun games do you think they'll give us? Not at once, but just like over 6 months. Once Operation Wolf comes out, what do you think?
I don't know. I mean, I would hate to speculate. I mean, I can't assume that they would take all the effort to do that just to get one game, but really that's all they promised, But I mean, there's other Taito shooters they can get, so
Data East, like that's what I'm guessing here. The Taito and the Data East.
Yeah, I mean,
games are with those companies.
iArcade is, I think ever since they did the Mutant Football League, and then there was a glitch where they couldn't get it to work. I think they're really, they don't want to talk about anything that they don't know 100% they can do. I mean, They know for 100% that Operation Wolf works. They had the Game and Brew and Brooklyn Menace himself. The guy I stream with all the time. He played it, and he would tell me if he thought it didn't play great, and it played great. So I mean, I think it's all just licensing stuff. Maybe the Red Cross logos in the game.
You said it took them a year to come out with Space Invaders. Like it took
year and a half. Yeah. A year and a half, but it was worth the wait. I mean, they did a good job, and I would rather just wait and have a good release. Where the game comes out and it's polished and it's awesome. I mean,
I agree with that.
Do you have Space Invaders for iArcade yet? You should get it. It's probably the best home version it's the best version of Space Invaders I've ever played.
Well, they give it to you for free if you get a gold.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
They give you that code.
Oh, that's right. They get the code. Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
Okay.
Good Sega.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see some.
I hear a Dreamcast booting up.
Yeah,
I know that sound.
Figured you would.
So, I just want to do a shout out, Phil. I've really enjoyed your channel, and if you haven't checked out Phil's channel, PD7, he does this cool format. It's called Walk and Talk. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Because I think it's great. It's a fresh way of doing
I like
arcade.
It.
No one does what he does, and I love it. Like every Monday morning, it's like my ritual. Like I look for my video from you to watch when I'm on the drive time, and I totally enjoy it. I love that. It's kind of like you just walk around, and it's like a show and tell. You want to talk a little bit about it?
Instead of sitting here in the arcade room.
Uh-huh.
I like to get out there and do something. Now in Wisconsin, you're limited in the winter, so we hit Target a lot. We hit Kohl's and Best Buy, but as it warms up, we'll branch out a little bit more. But I like to talk about the whole nostalgia. We're looking at toys, arcades, talking games, and I try to upload every Monday. I'm very strict on it. And I like to do a little intro here with the arcade when upload goes and the iArcades.
Yeah.
And I like to show off that coffee. Like the coffee's crucial.
Yeah.
Every episode, I gotta have a coffee from somewhere.
Where's that coffee from?
Quick Trip in the Midwest.
The Quick Trip.
There's a ton of gas stations called Quick Trip, and believe it or not, they have the best coffee.
Is that the one KWIK? No.
No.
We had one like that
Oh yeah,
Kansas.
yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
All the way to Pennsylvania.
Yeah, because they had that. Because I lived out in Kansas for 3 years, and they had those. I used to go there all the time.
Yeah, their coffee's good.
Yeah, their coffees, and then they back when I was there in the '90s, man, they had a for popping that, it had a changing color cup. It changed different colors, or hot or cold.
Okay.
I had one for the longest time. I had it in the cupboard. I took it out to see if it would change colors anymore. Nope.
This place, you can get fried chicken there if you want. Like, you can, people grocery shop. It's crazy. It's got a lot of stuff there. Usually on the weekends, I'll treat myself to coffees. You know, coffee's not cheap. You know, you make your own week, but weekend.
Yeah. A lot of times you're multiple cup. I noticed you're like 2 cups of coffee.
Oh my gosh. I think it's
you're getting amped up. But you know, I love that you like show like the different toys, different nostalgia things. And I think it's just cool because it's like an adventure, you know. It's like you're going on like a little adventure. It's awesome. It's a great format for content.
I'd like to do more. I like to add food to it too. Once
there it is.
Right. Where was this? Chipotle.
Dude, McDonald's should give you when you were talking about the bagels, man, the bagels. I mean, how many people do you think in the home arcade community went and got one of them bagels after you were talking about them?
I thought about it all week.
I know. I got one.
Did you get one? Yeah, my wife likes their bagels. I think it was the steak one.
Yeah,
if I go to McDonald's breakfast, I have to get the sausage and egg McMuffin. That's my fave.
Mm-hmm.
But the bagels are good. The steak one though is kind of greasy.
Yeah, it's something you can't eat in the car. You got to be at a table for this stuff.
You're outside. Nice clear.
So how did you come up with this? How did you come up with this idea? Because no one else does it. It's completely original. That's what I love about it. It's just like you do your own thing, and I love it.
It's watching other vloggers on YouTube just covering the amusement parks and stuff, and just like you know, why don't I do this for talking home arcade instead of sitting here? You know, try something different.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. It's great.
You know, usually about this time of the week, Thursday nights, you're like, okay, well, I mean, what are we gonna do this weekend? Where are we gonna go? You know, what are we gonna talk about? So
the QT.
There's a lot of good stuff at this
comic shop.
You have half price books, you know, other than the Midwest. There was a lot of good stuff in this store. They had a Sega Mini in there.
Did they really?
Yeah, and they had this Michael Knight Rider pop toy.
Cool.
With Kit. It was cool.
Awesome Atari cards, yeah.
I had that in Empire Strikes Back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they this place understands what this stuff's worth. Like, you know, at the prices, like they're not giving it away.
They're not giving it away now.
They're well aware of what the value is on this.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's cool. We have a place called Second and Charles. They do some retro stuff. It's like a giant bookstore, but they also sell games, but they also sell used games and retro type games. And it's kind of a fun place to go shopping. But I've never done a video on it. Maybe one day I'll do a video on it. Do a little walkthrough.
It's cool to show that stuff off.
It is. They got a ton of cool stuff. I mean, that's where I got my Dreamcast VMU when I needed one. I need an extra one. I've been playing all these games. I don't want to lose all my saves.
I mean, you look at stuff and you're like, I had that.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
You got that book and record, man.
I know. And the weird thing about this was there was Marvel on the back side. Like, that was weird.
Look at DC on one side, Marvel on the other.
Read that comment. I'm like, oh, this is strange.
That is crazy.
Just the way they used to draw Batman and Robin and, you know, in the
I know. I love comic art, man. I got my entire house is just filled with comic art everywhere you look. Love comic book art. Just all the different time periods and the different kinds of art. It's amazing. DC and Marvel, Jack Kirby. It's fantastic stuff.
Oh, there's a mini. Genesis mini right there.
Yeah. Yeah, it was hard not to pick that up that day.
How much is it? $100. Wow. Yeah, they definitely know their prices.
They're well aware of what this stuff is worth.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, my dad had a good comic book collection. He grew up in the 50s and 60s.
I only have 2 of the mini consoles. I got the real Nintendo NES mini console, and I got the real Nintendo Super Nintendo mini console. I got 2 mini consoles. And they're pretty cool. They're not bad. They're pretty cool for what they are. Knight Rider.
That's what I was talking about. That's cool.
It is cool. I've never seen that one.
Yeah, I
must be pretty rare.
What am I gonna do with it? Where am I?
$45.
45.
Yeah, man, pops, man, they're dangerous because they just stack up like they multiply like bunnies. You're like, I'll just get a pop. And before you know it, you got a whole wall of them. You got a wall of them. You're like, what am I doing?
I've seen so many people.
These things. They're taking over.
I've seen so many videos, man, with people just walls of.
I got too many pops, man. I need to do a pop liquidation.
I need to know you have pops.
Yeah, I got a lot of them. I probably got like 60 of them.
I don't have any.
I don't know why I started buying them either. Honestly, they're kind of cute. Like, oh, I like this property. They know how to get you. They just make something that you like, and it pulls you in.
You see the new ones with like young Homer Simpson?
I know, it's cool. They have so many different pop. They have a pop for everything. I swear, it's amazing. Like how many different IPs they must have.
Yeah, they're neat.
Yeah, they are. There's a lot of cool stuff out there, I mean, you want to buy it all up. I mean, it gets dangerous.
It does get dangerous. You got to start limiting, what you collect, because you can't collect everything. There's so much stuff you can collect. I used to collect comics big time. I've got just tons of really good comics. Nice stuff, collectible stuff, and
anybody have any? Dre says any predictions on Arcade 1-Up XLs or Pro cabs in the near future? Anybody hear about any Pros or XLs? All we hear is Deluxe right now.
I don't think the Pro cab was a success. What do you think? I mean, I don't think it was really a success because it was $1,000 and it wasn't premium. They messed the controls up. The wood wasn't really that much thicker. I mean,
it was just taller, basically.
And it was the same PCB, which I mean, they've done a lot with the Killer Instinct to make it better. But I mean, I don't know. I don't think. Do you think people were highly satisfied with the Killer Instinct Pro model? I mean, it didn't seem like it from the videos I saw, but I mean,
it looked great.
It looked bigger. I didn't really care for the chrome trim, though. I mean, to me, that was a weird, weird look.
I wouldn't be surprised if that starts popping off after a while too, because I've heard people have their.
I only have one pop, Baby Yoda. I collect old computers and retro things from my childhood. That's a good way to be. Just collect stuff that brings back the nostalgia.
Now that Pro Instinct, do you think that molding was actually true T molding? Or do you think it was just glued on or stuck on? I mean, either one of you, is any of your one up? And any of your 1-Up arcade cabinets have true T molding?
I don't.
No, they don't use T molding. I mean, my real arcade cabinet has it, but I mean,
well, my Mr. Do, which is Street Fighters 2 Legacy, that's true T molding.
Okay, cool.
That's the only one I know of that did that.
Okay.
Did the Pro Series do that? I would probably say no. But the Street Fighters 2 is the only one I know that actually has true. I was shocked when I got that thing in the mail. I'm like, oh my gosh, they actually use true T molding. I'm like, they're gonna do that.
Yeah, with the real arcade, the wood is so much thicker. I mean, you can see why they do it. It's like it's made for like moving around with a hand truck. It's just more for that level. It's made, but.
I'm shocked that they have true T molding. It's stuck into the wood.
Carlo says KI Pro is a major film. $199 ALU has T molding better than on the Pro. And it is what it is. I mean,
okay, so that one has T molding. Yeah, I guarantee that Pro does not. I don't. They did it on one of their cabs. I don't understand why they can't do other ones.
Goofyfoot said, "Is anyone that big of a fan of Knight Rider?" Someone was. Someone bought it.
Phil thought about buying it.
I think Kit is like the coolest car.
Yeah, Kit's cool.
You put that up with Robin 1 from Magnum PI. I mean, those would be 2 awesome cars to have.
Mm-hmm. So wait a minute. You rope-a-doped me. You said there was going to be some funny videos here.
Oh, you want to get into the funny videos?
Yeah, now? I mean, I thought this was going to be, we had funny videos to share or something, and
we got some Sega.
Okay, I hear that. we got some funny videos to show.
Yeah, where'd they go? Okay, pop that up. Man, I got too much stuff open.
So Phil, what would you like to see Arcade 1UP do next?
I'd like Smash TV.
Smash TV. 3-player?
I'll take a 2-player.
Is the real Arcade 3-player? I think it's a 3-player. Is it a 3-player? It's been a while since I played the real one.
It's a 2-player.
Is the real one a 2-player? Okay.
I mean, it's going to be this form factor right here. I mean, it's going to be just like this. So.
2-player dual stick shooter. Yeah. I'm surprised they have not tackled the dual stick shooter is a complete genre to itself, I mean, I love Saturn on the iArcade, but I mean,
Galaxy Champions TV.
Yeah, and why there's not a Robotron Smash TV dual stick home arcade? It's a mystery to me. I mean, it seems like that'd be an easy home run.
I think retailers have something to say in that too. Like they may not think this is going to do well, and maybe some stuff is going to end up.
Space Dungeon is awesome. I do love Space Dungeon. I play that on my Legends Ultimate. It's a dual stick shooter as well.
Goofy. Hobby Hand says he's a big fan of Knight Rider. Goofyfoot says you're the first.
I always wanted that Knight Rider Power Wheels when I was a kid. I never got it. The red light. The
red light that went back and forth?
Yeah, I remember that. Yep.
The Cylon Raiders. They had that from Battlestar Galactica on their helmets. Their little red light went back and forth.
How likelihood are they going to do something like Smash TV?
I think there's a 50-50 chance.
Who makes that?
Midway. It's a Midway. That's why I'm saying they could probably get the license because they have a lot of Midway titles now.
Yes, Hobby Hand, Spy Hunter. That's what I'm hoping for.
Spy Hunter's great. You need to have the steering wheel that's like the like on the arcade game. It's not round. It's like I don't explain it. It's kind of like a W shape. It's like a W shape. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yep.
And
I love that game. But see, that's an easy mod though. I mean, that wouldn't be hard to do. I'd love to see Spy Hunter. I'm pretty much done with Arcade 1UP. So I got the cabinets I wanted. But, man, if they came out with Spy Hunter, man, I have to say,
might push you to get one. Yeah, you might have to get that.
Yep. That is one of my favorite games, too.
Yeah, Q*bert would be one that might get me to buy it. I love Q*bert. Q*bert's like a game you can only play with the right controls. But I play it. Every arcade I go to, I play Q*bert for a while. I mean, every single arcade I go to, I play Q*bert.
18. Knight Rider 18 Airwolf. Yeah. Spy Hunter would be cool. We'll see what they come out with. All right, we ready for the
let's fire up some funny videos.
It's time for this week's funniest video clips.
Okay, let's get this thing going. Thing up. I'll do Papa Brad's. Papa Brad, I did have one though. I modded your Darth Vader one.
Okay.
All right. Here's Papa Brad's.
You can turn sound up.
Is that better?
Yeah, a little bit. check out this guy's helmet. Watch this. Whoops.
Oops. What's Big Bird doing there?
Arcade talk.
No, all run is peaceful. We have no weapons.
You must have got another target, a military target, then name the name it.
Watch Chewbacca's arm.
Allah.
It's a
Okay, now this one's funny. Watch this Gronk droid. Watch this Gronk droid walking down the hall. These aren't the droids we're looking for.
That's pretty good.
Look at this hokey R2D2 prototype. Check this out. We came a long way. This is what it started with.
Hey, Darth Vader again. He's like dancing.
He's like dancing to the music, yeah.
Shake him off.
Oh, yeah. It's the Empire. Anyway, it's a little fun. A huge Star Wars fan. Oh.
That was pretty good, man. You know, it took you a little bit to put that together. Too.
Yeah.
Okay. I have two. Mine are short. Let's see. Actually, this is Star Wars theme. My first one here.
Let's pull that chat off the screen so we can see a little better. Thanks.
Pull that out.
Fun fact, Alec Guinness was a real knight. He was knighted by the Queen. That's awesome. Thank you, Sam.
And now I got it pulled off. Watch it again.
Okay, yeah. Ooh.
That's why I don't look down.
Yeah, that hurt. That would hurt.
That's why you don't do that.
You thought they were binoculars.
What is this?
Oh my goodness.
And then there's this one here.
Uh-oh. Oh my goodness.
So I give you some ideas tonight, everybody.
Yeah,
that is crazy. To your spouse, whatever, girlfriend, boyfriend. Put an egg on her ear. Get the mosquito. I like that one. You had to put the music.
Yeah, that music was cool. I like that remix you did. That was awesome.
Yeah, as soon as you got it, I'm like, I had those already downloaded for some of the stuff, Star Wars stuff I do. I already had
cool.
in my thing.
That's cool. I didn't even think about that. I know. I didn't even think that you do a lot of Star Wars content, like all the lightsaber unboxings and stuff.
Yeah, you got some. You can see some of my Tron machine, some of my lightsabers. Yeah. I went down to Disney, man. I still got video clips I got to put up from my Disney trip. I still haven't done. But I got a new thing coming too for Star Wars for review. Got it from Shop Disney. Another droid.
Oh, okay, cool. You into Star Wars, Phil?
Yeah, I am. I'm into Disney a lot.
I like Disney stuff.
Got a Disney theme inside the house here.
Okay, cool.
Kind of theme park theme. A lot of stuff from the Disney Park store. They got good stuff, a lot of good stuff there.
Yeah, I love the classic rides, man. Space Mountain, Haunted Mansion, Pirates of the Caribbean. Love those rides. They never get old. No matter how many times I go and ride them and do them again, it's just they never get old. Expedition Everest, just so much fun.
I love Disney.
They do a great job, and when you get there, you just become a big kid again. It's just fun.
Yeah.
Just leave.
Well,
Bobby Hands has 17 lightsabers. Wow.
Thanks for bringing me on tonight. We had a good time.
No problem, man. We had a good time too. Thanks for showing off your MK2 Deluxe.
Yeah.
Got some questions answered, I think.
Yeah, it was great.
Especially about the online. It's a shame that you can't find any online, but it's got to be out there someday. This weekend would be a good time to check, Phil.
I'll check one more time for Zohar here.
Maybe this weekend will be easier.
Just for Zohar.
It's 17. I think I only have 8 lightsabers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I did have 8. I sold 2.
Nothing yet, Zohar.
Nothing yet.
Well, thanks everybody. I gotta get going. I got an early day tomorrow. I appreciate you bringing me out here. I had a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was awesome, man. I enjoyed it. Have to have you on again, man.
All right, we'll talk soon.
All right.
Okay.
We'll see
you later, man.
Thank you.
See ya.
Bye.
It was cool having Phil on there.
Yeah,
Awesome.
man. PD7, go subscribe. Go subscribe. Great guy.
You watch some Walk and Talk? I watched a couple of those.
Yep.
Like the MK. It's pretty cool seeing that he actually.
So what do you got coming up with your YouTube content? I know I'm doing the Friday night arcade show tomorrow.
Oh, you are?
I did iArcadians yesterday. If you haven't checked it out, we had a great stream. A lot of fun. It's funny. We had Jong and we had John D in the chat at the end of the show. Pretty fun.
That's pretty cool.
We like to have fun on the iArcadians. So if you like iArcade stuff, content, check it out. And then I'm doing the Friday night arcade, and Biggie D is supposed to be a guest on Friday. So we'll see if he shows up. Should be fun.
Nice. I might do a little stream tomorrow. What time are you streaming?
We usually, I don't know, it's late, like 9:30, I think.
I might do a little short stream because I got something coming tomorrow.
Okay. Awesome.
I got my Star Wars waterfall control deck coming tomorrow.
Ooh, yeah, that's going to be a good video. That'll be fun to check out.
So I might do a little live stream just to open it up, do an unboxing of it, do a live stream, see if anybody shows up. I'm
gonna do some more Dreamcast. I'm not sure which game I'm tackling next. I've done a bunch of them so far, but might try to hunt down a copy of that Mortal Kombat game on Dreamcast. I've never played it. Check it out. See what I think of it.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, I really didn't think I would get this control deck already.
That's pretty quick.
Exactly 4 weeks tomorrow. It's supposed to be here tomorrow, so it'll be exactly 4 weeks. And they said 4 to 6 weeks. So I'm thinking. I'm one of the first ones to get this waterfall control deck.
That's going to be awesome.
I pre-ordered it. Pre-order started Friday morning at 8 a.m. and I actually got there on 8 a.m. and bought it. So I think unless Kongs or us got it before me, we'll know.
Well, you would think so, because Kongs or us is going to do a video on it. You probably get stuff first. But
I know, but they pre-ordered it. It was open to everybody. I think by the time I actually.
Power Stone's a great game. I love Power Stone. Yeah, I might do Power Stone. I've done a lot of big titles. I might pick that one next. That's a great one.
Yeah, we'll see how fancy. And this control deck is supposed to be has a steel enforced behind it to help with Glenn Show's joystick or flight deck stick. It's supposed to be enforced for that because I guess that's heavier than the arcade 1-up flight yoke. So it's reinforced. So
yeah,
If I do a live stream, it'll just be a short one, just unboxing, kind of show what it looks like. I'm not gonna like install it like Kong RS is.
Yeah.
He installs stuff so fast. It'll probably take me.
Yeah, he is fast. He's fast. That dude's a modding machine.
Nice thing though about this Star Wars, there's only 2 buttons I have to replace, or not replace,
Yeah.
but just to move. I mean, I just have to do the flight yoke and then on and off and the volume. That's all I got to do. So at least there's no buttons involved. So it should be fairly easy to do. I mean, doing Dragon's Lair wasn't that hard either, but at least I don't have to do all those buttons. So, but for me, it'll probably still take me an hour, but maybe not.
Okay, so we got lots of videos coming out. It's going to be awesome.
And plus,
awesome.
I got this for my coin doors for Dragon's Lair, so I'll be doing a video on that, installing that.
Okay, you're going to do a lit coin mod?
Yep, for Dragon's Lair.
You get them all decked out. That's awesome.
Jester Tester did a video on how to do it.
Who makes the deck? Goofyfoot's asking. Who made the deck for the Star Wars, the mod?
Who makes the deck? It is Mod 1 Up.
Mod 1 Up, okay.
Yeah, Mod 1 Up. Let me show it real quick.
Yeah, you got a picture of it?
Might just go up their website.
Okay.
They have quite a few now up here. Shop. Throw it over
My
here.
Dreamcast right here.
Share. So there's their website right here. There's a Star Wars one. There it is.
It looks nice, yeah.
And then this one here is your Steel Enforcement back there.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. But only thing, man, I'm bummed, man, because as you can see, we still see the black space above the coin door.
It's like it's off. It's like they didn't line it up right.
No, they didn't. Arcade 1-Up did not.
I mean, what, nobody saw that when nobody saw that. I mean, like, how did they miss that kind of stuff?
And I showed you in the video on the box. There's no black space on the box. Yeah, it's correct
on the box, but on the actual product, it's misspaced.
Yep.
Yeah, that's definitely. I don't understand how they could have missed that. That's the QC.
It would have been cool.
Problem.
Yeah, it would have been cool if Mod 1-Up would just brought their deck down just another inch or inch and a half, whatever it is. I think it's about an inch. They could just
cover that up. Just cover it up.
But I do have
notice it as much.
I found some art that matches this front of the Star Wars. I'm going to buy it, and I'm going to cut pieces out and try to get rid of that black space.
Okay, cool.
So I'll do a little video on that once I get that in.
Yeah,
I mean, I just hate it. I just hate looking at it.
They're all like that, Goofyfoot. Everyone I've seen, it's missed the line like that. Everyone I've seen.
Well, they're all like that. Even the one John D showed off.
Yeah.
In their live stream had it. So I went back and looked. I'm like, did John D have one like this too? Yes, he did. So they're all like that.
They just weren't paying attention.
Yeah. So they got Star Wars. They have Class of 81.
Pac-Man. Oh, Class of 81, yeah.
Yeah, it's a Class 81, yeah. They got Gallica.
You can scan a Dragon's Lair as a Space Ace. That's crazy.
Yeah. See, they got the Space Ace control deck too.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, they're really, I really like their products. And as you can see too, their wood's a little thicker.
Commercial stuff, yeah. It's got the real arcade vinyl, so you don't need anything on it.
No,
I'll be honest with you. I'm not a huge fan of the deck protector thing that they do with Arcade 1-Up. I'm really not a fan of that. I prefer like just to have it like where you don't need any of that.
Yeah, that's what I really like. Now playing Dragon's Lair without the plastic and then going back to like Mr. Do or Tron, I hate it.
Yeah, it feels really cheap.
Yeah, it didn't bother me before, but
the iArcade has a really nice control panel. It's all like the graphics are never going to come off of it.
So they don't use plastic either?
No, it's like printed on there. It's like the way they do it. It's all like all the art's really high quality.
Yeah, or get a larger coin door. Can you find larger coin doors though? I don't know. Goofyfoot, great minds. I owe you a Coke. Diet. Yeah, I mean, I really like their products so far. And the control deck wood is thicker too than what Arcade 1-Up uses. Great products, man. I can't wait to get it.
Awesome.
Show it off tomorrow night, maybe. But I don't want to do it when you're streaming, though.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. I don't care about that.
No,
I don't care about that at all. I mean, really, honestly.
Well, then you can't watch it then.
Yeah, I'll watch on the replay though. I watch everyone's stuff.
Yeah, I might do around 7 o'clock because I don't think anybody's streaming around 7.
Yeah,
around 7 or so Eastern time. And this is going to be a quick live stream just to kind of show what it looks like, and I'm excited for it. Can't wait. I like, especially that I can't believe it's coming this early. I figured it'd be another 2 weeks out. So pre-ordering it probably helped, especially getting it the day of. But all right, I think we're gonna wrap the show
we
up.
had a great show. Another one down. What episode is this for you? Is this 6?
6 or 7? I can't remember.
Okay.
What was Neon Suns? I'm one behind them.
Okay.
So, but yeah, enjoyed it, man. It was fun having Phil on.
We'll have to do it again.
Yeah,
I liked having a guest. Was fun.
Anybody in the chat that has any products coming, arcade related that you want to show off or anything?
Yeah, if you want to come on. Community show,
just let us know. Let me know in the comment section.
Home arcade, all of it.
Just leave in a comment section after the stream, because it'll be easier to find you if you leave a comment after the stream's over. Just say, hey, I got this. I'd like to come on the show, and we'll get you on. It was fun doing Phil tonight with the MK.
Absolutely.
I really enjoyed it. So, all right, guys.
Stay legit.
Be legit. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. I'll see you on Papa Brad's tomorrow, hopefully.
Yep. Friday night arcade show, 9:30, I believe. Friday night arcade show.
9 p.m. Central, right?
I think so, yeah.
So 9 p.m. Central.
It runs late night, so late night.
Be there or be square.
Yep.
All right. Thanks everybody for stopping by tonight.
Take care, and thanks for watching.
You guys are awesome in the chat. You guys really chatted up tonight. That was so cool.
Thank you, PD7 and Arcades Anonymous. Thank you too for last night for linking to our show, and I really appreciate that. Thank you. We have a great community. Let's keep it great.
Yeah. Let's keep it going. Keep it great.
Keep it going. Keep it positive. Keep it going the way it's going.
Yep.
But thank you.
All right, guys.
Later, Goofy Foot.
Goofy Foot. Peace out, everybody.
TMCLOSKY presents Arcade Talk live stream.
We will now be hearing down the street. Can you live in the shade of a midday arcade? And it's